When a mom realized she was in labor, she and her husband hit the road to try and make it to the hospital. They were hit by unexpected traffic, and before she knew it, she had already given birth in the car. The time to get between a pregnant mom's home and the hospital is crucial. If they believe you're in the earlier stages of labor, they may send you home and ask you to return later on. However, some moms labor a lot faster than others. While it may seem bearable for the first couple of hours, it can go from 0 to 100 real quick, which merits a quick trip to the hospital. No matter how prepared you are to head to the delivery room, other external factors can affect your trip. Moms have no control over the traffic, and it's one of the biggest holdups to getting to the hospital on time. For Dailydose Collins and her husband, they had planned to get to the hospital on time. Her husband had left work early after finding out she was having contractions, and they packed their things and left. Unfortunately, as soon as they hit the highway, they were met with bumper-to-bumper traffic. The cars were moving slowly while Dailydose's labor was progressing quickly. It took 10 minutes in traffic before Dailydose's water broke. Then she felt as if something exploded in her pants. Overwhelmed and disoriented, Dailydose asked her husband to check what was in her pants. When he took a peek, his eyes widened in shock, and he yelled, "Is that the baby?" There their newborn child was, nestled safely inside her pants. Commenters likened the scene to that of a baby kangaroo in a mommy kangaroo's pouch. With both of them stunned, Dailydose's husband tried to play it cool by bringing in some of his humor. He joked for his wife to put the baby back inside of her. Luckily for them, a cop car was driving nearby, and they flagged it down. They informed the officers that Dailydose had just given birth in the car and needed to get to the hospital quickly. During that time, Dailydose kept her child inside her pants after seeing how comfortable she was in there. She also wanted to make sure she was safe, so she did not try to do anything during the duration of the car ride. All that Dailydose ensured while they were in the car was that their daughter was comfortable, warm, and breathing. She wanted the nurses to do all the checking, which was why they waited until a hospital to touch their little girl. After a couple of minutes, they finally reached the hospital after the police car escorted them. 15 labor and delivery nurses were awaiting their arrival, and the child's umbilical cord was cut in the car. Then they wrapped the baby in a blanket and put Dailydose in a wheelchair so they could properly recuperate inside the hospital. Their newborn daughter, whom they named Daria, was born healthy and without complications. Dailydose remains amazed by the incredible birthing experience she had, especially since it was unlike the first 2 times she gave birth. During one of her children's births, she labored for 3 days, so she definitely didn't expect this birth to progress so quickly. After sharing their story on the internet, people couldn't help but praise the brave mother for what she had gone through. They congratulated her for the wonderful blessing and for giving birth to such a beautiful baby girl.